Have you ever wondered if there's someone, somewhere, who's destined just for you? This question has intrigued mankind for centuries, sparking endless debates, inspiring countless works of art, and even shaping societal norms. The concept of a soulmate, that one individual who complements us perfectly, is deeply rooted in our collective consciousness. However, the hunt for this elusive other half is often shrouded in mystery. It's not as simple as bumping into someone at a coffee shop, locking eyes, and knowing instantly. The journey to find a soulmate can be intricate, filled with unexpected twists and turns, highs and lows, joy and heartbreak. Yet this very complexity makes the quest all the more fascinating. It's a puzzle that we as humans can't help but want to solve. It's an enigma that tugs at our hearts and stirs our souls. So buckle up as we take a journey to unravel this mystery of finding your soulmate. The concept of soulmates isn't new, it's as old as time itself. This idea, this yearning for a perfect other half, has been etched into the human consciousness for millennia, influencing our stories, our art, and our dreams. In many cultures and religions, the concept of soulmates is woven into the very fabric of their belief systems. Let's take a journey back in time to explore some of these fascinating origins. In ancient Egypt, for instance, it was believed that when a couple married, their souls would merge, creating an eternal bond that not even death could break. This belief was often reflected in their art with depictions of couples with intertwined limbs and shared hearts. In Eastern philosophies, the concept of yin and yang stands as a testament to the idea of soulmates. Yin and yang are complementary forces, different but perfectly balanced, one incomplete without the other. Yin and yang are not just two halves of a whole, but two parts of a dynamic, harmonious system, much like the idea of soulmates. The Jewish faith introduces the concept of bashert, a Yiddish term meaning one's predestined partner. This belief holds that every soul is created with a partner, and these two are destined to reunite. But perhaps the most famous origin of the soulmate concept comes from ancient Greece. In the Symposium, the philosopher Plato tells a story of humans originally being two-faced, four-armed, and four-legged beings. But Zeus, fearing their power, split them into two, condemning them to spend their lives in search of their other halves. This, Plato proposed, is the origin of our desire for that one perfect soulmate. These ancient beliefs, each unique in its own way, all revolve around a singular idea, that we are drawn irresistibly towards another soul that completes us. These ancient beliefs have shaped our modern-day understanding in pursuit of that one perfect soulmate. But what does science have to say about soulmates? Is there any logic behind this seemingly magical connection? Well, let's dive into the fascinating world of love, chemistry, and connection from a scientific perspective. The concept of soulmates is often seen as a mystical phenomenon, an inexplicable bond that unites two people. But science, with its never-ending quest for answers, has some intriguing theories about this. Let's start with the psychology of love. It suggests that love is not just an emotion, but a complex combination of three fundamental components: intimacy, passion, and commitment. These elements are not exclusive to soulmates. They are the building blocks of any deep, meaningful relationship. Then there's the role of pheromones, the invisible chemicals that our bodies secrete. These molecules, often called the chemicals of love, communicate information about our genetic compatibility to potential partners. In other words, we are naturally drawn to people whose genes complement ours. But remember, this is not about finding the one, but rather a one who suits us well. Next up, shared experiences. The more experiences we share with someone, the stronger our connection becomes. These shared moments, whether they're joyous celebrations or challenging hardships, foster a sense of unity and mutual understanding. Last but not least, emotional bonding. This is the glue that holds relationships together. Emotional bonding is about being vulnerable, sharing your deepest fears and dreams, and truly understanding each other. It's this emotional intimacy that often makes us feel like we've found our soulmate. In essence, the science of soulmates is not about fate or destiny. It's about chemistry, shared experiences, and emotional bonding. It's about finding someone who complements you, understands you, and stands by you through thick and thin. So science may not support the fantastical concept of soulmates, but it does shed light on how deep connections form. It's not about finding the one, but about understanding that love is a beautiful journey, a process of learning, growing, and bonding. But beyond history and science, what is the reality of finding a soulmate in today's world? In the realm of relationships today, the concept of soulmates takes on a slightly different hue. It's not so much about finding that one perfect person who completes you, as it is about discovering someone with whom you can grow and evolve. Personal growth is a major cornerstone in any lasting relationship. It's about two individuals, each on their unique journey, converging and deciding to walk together. More than just shared interests, it's about shared goals, visions, and ambitions. Compatibility, too, plays a crucial role. It's not about being identical, but about being able to respect and appreciate the differences. It's about understanding that disagreements are inevitable, but managing them constructively is what strengthens the bond. In essence, the reality of soulmates today is less about finding the perfect person and more about building a perfect relationship with an imperfect person. Maybe it's not about finding that perfect person, but about building a perfect relationship with an imperfect person. So, is there really such a thing as a soulmate? We've journeyed through the Enigma, traced back the origins, dived into the science, and confronted the reality. What we've found is that the concept of soulmates is as varied as the people who believe in it. Some see it as two halves of the same soul, reuniting across time and space. Others think it's a bond formed through shared experiences and growth. Scientists might argue it's biochemistry, pheromones, and shared genes that draw us to certain individuals. Yet, there's no universal truth here. The beauty of the soulmate concept is in its subjectivity. It's a personal belief, a symbol of our deepest desires and hopes for love. It's the embodiment of our own unique understanding of connection, intimacy, and partnership. In the end, maybe the mystery of finding your soulmate isn't about finding the one, but about finding your one.